the commerce of cards. America's greeting card industry generates about $7.5 billion a year. That includes about $1.4 billion on spending with Valentine's Day cards alone. In fact, the average American household buys about 30 greeting cards each year. But it's more than just big companies like Hallmark and American Greetings. At Portland, Oregon's newly renovated airport, there's a focus on supporting small businesses owned by women and minorities, including one who's getting in on the greeting card business. Elise Preston has the story.
At Paper Epiphany's flagship store in Portland, Oregon, greeting card after greeting card rolls off these decades-old presses.
We can print up to 4,000 cards an hour.
With modern-day sentiments.
We are the ones creating the cards that people need. They would say, my mom has cancer. Those cards didn't exist.
Paper Epiphanies is the creation of Victoria Venturi, a former comedian with a background in political science. But the brand that pops with personality was born from her personal pain when she suddenly lost her father to cancer in 2014.
And I received hundreds of sympathy cards, literally. And the cards that I received were not him at all. They said, on angel's wings. And I was like, this man loved classic rock and cocktails.
And so she started to write.
For my friends who were losing parents, losing children, having miscarriages, who were lonely, who had all these real life relationships and just didn't have cards to fill those gaps.
Today, she writes 90% of the cards sold in 2,000 stores around the country.
Sometimes I do feel like the concept of a handwritten card in the mail is kind of getting lost, but you're saying it's not.
Absolutely not. It's a $6 billion a year domestic industry, and that hasn't changed. The two biggest juggernauts of our industry are losing market share to me.
That market share is now at Portland International Airport, the first ever for an independent greeting card publisher.
And after doing my research, I found out that's really where the most foot traffic in the world is in airports.
17 million travelers fly through Portland each year. And when the airport opened a new terminal in August, 60% of the businesses were owned by minorities or women.
We've spent years helping to develop this program that not only focuses on women, but also minorities and underrepresented businesses here in the Portland area.
Nationwide, women and minority-owned businesses generate trillions of dollars. Still, they struggle to find capital, mentorship, and other resources.
They don't have access.
Yeah, we wanted to dismantle that. We wanted to break down those barriers.
How does the airport reduce those barriers?
Well, one of the things we did was we changed the entire format of our request for proposals. It allowed the businesses to reflect their own personality, their brand. This can be a difficult place to do business, but the upside is huge.
Paper Epiphanies is already seeing that upside, writing a new path for other women-owned businesses.
What do you hope the message is in that?
Keep soaring. I think that women should have a seat at the table, and it's intimidating. There was numerous nights where I was scared in this journey getting to the airport. I just said, I'm scared, and it means I'm in the right room, and I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna do this.
For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Elise Preston in Portland, Oregon.
So I've been to a lot of airports. You're seeing it in Newark at their airport. New Orleans is good. It's not just women and minorities. It's also local businesses that get a shot at the action.
And I love these cards. I've seen some of these cards around. It is true. They think of the thing you never know you're going to need the card for and send them. Send them, because people need them.
Yes, they do. And they love getting them, too.